We notice husband named Peter and wife in a flat at the starting of the movie. Suddenly Peter commits suicide jumping from the flat building. Nothing is clear why Peter committed as such. Then old lady is shown who is with her attendant. That old lady used to be quiet but her attendant tries to talk with her. The attendant hears the sound of someone while cleaning the house. She moves forward hearing those sounds, but a dreadful demon takes her away after coming there. Then a couple comes on the scene including a girl named Karen who is with her husband. They leave to office after a small talk. Karen was an attendant by profession, so she meets with her boss for a matter. Karen's boss assigns her a project to work on that is related to an elderly lady who is not the other one. That old lady's ex-attendant faced that incident but Karen had to go there as an attendant. At last Karen gives her affirmation on this project. Karen reaches the house of that lady. Going inside, she tries to converse with that old lady. It seems looking at that old woman as she has some mental disorders. Karen also hears some sounds in that house after spending some time there. She discovers a room while inquiring the house of which door was sealed using a tape in order to stop the entry of anyone. But Karen uncovers the strip material. She finds a diary while opening the door and picks it up. There she also encounters a black horrific cat which makes her frightened. There is also a little child. Karen returns to that old lady for investigation after seeing that little child, but that old lady was talking with an unknown being, but no one was visible there. Karen does not understand anything. Suddenly a dreadful demon appears in front of her. It was frightening. Looking at it, Karen loses her consciousness. Flashback of that old woman is shown when they had come here for purchasing this house. That old woman was feeling something strange, arriving at that house, and the dealer of that house also encounters a child in the lavatory. But he does not mention it with that family, keeping it secret. They again observe something awkward in that house. The son of that old woman finds the scattered household things in the house when he returns back in the evening time there. He comes to his mother and she also reveals nothing. She only tells his wife is upstairs. Coming to his room, he discovers the worst condition of his wife. It seemed as she has been bewitched by someone, but a demon kills them. Arriving there, Karen's boss reaches that house while searching her, but he knows after coming there as there is something wrong, so he calls the police. Detectives question from Karen's boss and he delivers information to them. Detective discovers a strange room while inquiring the house. Going upstairs, he also finds two dead bodies. These were the dead bodies of that old woman's son and daughter-in-law. Karen is hospitalized and also worried, thinking about the happened event with her in that house. Detective asks some questions from Karen and she replies. Before leaving, detective hands Karen over a photo of that child which she has encountered in that room of secret door. Now the very conflicting fact is revealed as that child has died 3 years ago. A working lady is shown in the office. She begins to leave after the completion of her work but she feels the presence of someone there. She hears some sounds. She is confused after hearing these sounds, and the strange occurrences start happening with her. She flees from there after facing a demon. Coming to the building keeper, she reveals as there is someone. Listening her, the guard moves inside for checking. That girl was watching the CCTV footage, staying in the room of guard. Suddenly, she observes something queer in the one screen of CCTV camera. She witnesses a demon materializing right before her, walking across the floor. Overwhelmed by fear, she hastily departs from that place and returns to her home. She is also scared even coming back to her house, and that frightening demon kills her. On the opposite side, Karen comes to her husband who was afraid due to this event. That demon tries to visualize something to Karen on the way but she ignores, not bothering it. Karen's boss notices an injured girl in her office, and that girl moves to the basement. And he also pursues her thinking to help her. That girl's face is dreadful as she turns her face. Seeing it, boss is scared. Karen is shown to search the details about this family. While searching, a history of a house is revealed, as she comes to know that a man had committed suicide in the same house after killing his wife and son. There were also photographs of that family. It was the same family that the detective had told Karen about. The name of the lady is Kayako in that family, and that kid is the same. And there is also shown the photo of another person. He is not any other person but he is Peter who has committed suicide at the starting of the movie. Detective is viewed playing the footage of CCTV cameras. It was the same video in which the demon is seen while walking. Karen visits Peter's wife in the coming morning in order to get information about Peter. Peter's wife shows her many photos. Those photos were not giving an odd look having sight of them, but Karen keenly probes something from those photos. She sees that Peter is being chased by a lady in every photo. She was captured in every photo. She was not a stranger but Kayako, about whom Karen had searched through the internet. Observing all these, Karen visits to detective. One more fact comes on the surface as detective tells he has been dealing this case with his 3 workers for the last 3 years. But the worst part is this, his 2 workers were killed while investigating this case. He tells I had closed the file in fear. Detective informs Karen, a curse takes birth if someone is dead in a brutal way at any place. And there is only a way to get rid of this curse, as there should not keep any connection with it. At the same night, detective moves to that house taking petrol so that he may burn out that house. But he himself is killed by someone. Karen receives her husband's message as she comes to her house. He tells he is going to that house to search Karen. Receiving this message, Karen instantly hurries to save the life of her husband. Karen encounters the demon of Peter. Reaching there, Peter's demon shows her many photos along with the same diary which was also got by Karen. Peter's name had been written for 1,000 times on the every page of that diary. All secrets are revealed here. That lady Kayako used to like Peter and pursue. So this is the cause that she was captured in each of his photos. But Peter never knew about her mad love. But once Kayako's husband reads that diary, getting its access, he is got aggressive after reading it. And he not only kills his wife, fracturing her neck in a brutal way in front of his young kid, but also kills his son drowning into the water as being a cruel person. He also kills that cat, beating it on the wall, which made Karen frightened. Placing all photos of Peter, Kayako used to write all her feelings in that diary about Peter. The curse came into being because of these merciless murdering. At first, it kills Peter and later a family became its victim who came here to stay. Otherwise next targets were the detective's workers, even after that the detective himself. At the end, Karen and her husband were the survivors now, so the curse will also take their lives. And this house is the cause of all the deaths of the people. Karen exerts to rescue her husband after knowing the reality. Kayako, on the other hand, was gradually approaching her husband. Karen lights the lighter after sprinkling gasoline throughout the house. Consequently, the whole house catches the fire. Then Karen is shown in the hospital because he had to go to identify the dead body of her husband, because her husband was not more burning in fire. But Karen had saved her life somehow. Karen again encounters Kayako when she goes to identify her husband's dead body. All linked people with this curse were put into death, and this movie part completes here.